One of the things coming out of this is the attempt by those responsible for this catastrophe to pretend as though there had to be a choice between two necessary options, a trade-off, they like to say. Either you have a healthy economy or you have a healthy body, politic and body natural. This is nonsense, and it is the special pleading of people who ought to be ashamed. Let me explain. The first priority of a human being is to be alive, to be healthy, to have a decent level of physical and mental functioning. We all really know that. The economic needs we have are genuine, but they're a second priority. You really don't have to worry about your economic well-being if you are dead. This shouldn't take a long time to gather. But worse than that is the notion that you have to have a choice. In order to cope with the public health, we needed to shelter in our homes, we need to wear masks, we need to respect social distance, all of that. But that's a completely separate matter from how we then handle the work problem, the economic problem. And let me give you the best way to get this idea across by comparing the United States and Europe, because either there's a trade-off or there isn't. So let's see. Europe, over the last few days, has reported roughly 5,000 new cases of the virus per day. Over the same period of time in the United States, we have announced and reported 50,000 new cases per day, a 10-to-1 ratio. So clearly, the Europeans have managed to give a priority to dealing with health before the economy, and they've succeeded. Now let's turn to a good measure of the economy, unemployment. What is the unemployment in the United States? Breaking all historical records since the Great Depression. Tens of millions of people added to the unemployment list. Let me pick an example. Germany in Europe. I pick it because it's the most important economy in that part of the world. All right? At the beginning of the COVID pandemic, unemployment in Germany was 5%. And today, the unemployment in Germany is 6%. Get the picture? They have a much less economic trouble and a much less threat to their health. No trade-off. They did better on both of them. Pleading trade-off is a cop-out. It's fake. It's the most fake news I have heard since President Trump overused the term.